Hello everyone, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me. So today we are going to be reviewing the new concealer from r.e.m Beauty. r.e.m Beauty is of course Ariana Grande's makeup brand. I did do a full face review on this brand. I'll leave the link below. I think I had like medium feelings towards it. There wasn't one product from the original release that I found myself kind of running back to. However, one product that I do find myself using a lot is the black eye pencil from r.e.m Beauty, and the lashes were cute too, but I have so many lashes. But the concealer, it was a front, is a new release, so we're going to be using that one today. I have the black and white one, and I also have light 4G and medium 2N. And oh my god, my skin needs some coverage today. Just before we get into that, say, if this is your first time here, hi, my name is Robert. I'm a professional makeup artist here on YouTube and also in real life. It's my goal to help you become a pro yourself, or just someone who's really good at makeup. So if that sounds like something you are interested in, then do please consider subscribing. And do just double check if you regularly watch my videos that you are subscribed, because sometimes people just aren't and you don't notice. Okay, so let's do it. I have prepped my face how I would normally with an eye cream and a moisturizer. I haven't used any primer because I kind of don't want to interfere with the texture or anything off these concealers. Let's talk about these really quickly. So these concealers come in 60 different shades. 60 is a lot of shades for concealer. As a makeup artist, I do not want 60 shades of concealer in my kit. I will take a few dark and a few light and I will mix. However, for most people, it's great to have the option there that you don't have to mix. So I think it's a lot of options, but also fair play. So it says it's lightweight with a soft matte finish and you can build it up. So that sounds really nice to me. I like lightweight. I like a soft matte. And with all the different shade options, it does say you can conceal, highlight, contour, everything else. So we have 2N. It looks really nice and creamy. I'm not going to touch it just yet. This is light 4G. We have rich 10, which is just pure black. And then we have fair 1, which is pure white. So I got them thinking if one's too light or too dark, I can just mix it up a little bit, make it a little bit deeper. We should be all good. So let's start with around the eye areas. I'm just going to go straight in with light 4G and see how we get on. I'm looking so tired. I'm actually just going to use a fluffy brush, and it does come with a spatula, but I'm just going to go ahead and go straight in. This is a spatula, it's actually quite cute. So I do like my eye area to be slightly lighter than the rest of my face, just because it isn't. And that's what I want. It is very smooth so far and extremely lightweight. And it is gliding on really nicely. Like, I'm being very light-handed with my brush, extremely light-handed. That's really beautiful. That's so nice. It's it's almost undetectable. I'm very surprised it hadn't actually creased in my socket. You know me, I don't use concealer as a basis on my eyes because they're so greasy. Really nice. Look at that difference. And that's a tiny amount of product. And it still looks like skin. You can see some like slight blemishes I have. It still looks like my skin, but brighter. Nice. Very nice. Okay, I'm just going to tuck this same shade into areas where I would usually highlight a little bit. I always highlight in, not in my nose, just by the edges of my nose here. Can you just see this very subtle difference? I'm quite red and it's quite deep there. So I just want to, well, it's not really that deep. So I just want to highlight that a little bit. I'm really enjoying using this. Oh shit, that's the wrong color. Okay, let's go with a medium 2N. Sorry. And I'm just gonna gently kind of brush it on areas where I tend to be a little bit more red. I'm just gonna tap it in. This actually works incredibly, sorry for all the glitter everywhere. This actually works incredibly well with fingers. Just that warmth is really helping it become like part of the skin. It really looks like skin. And I'm always going to treat this not as a foundation, but I just want to kind of put it a little bit everywhere and just see how it sits. Now, I would darken this a little bit for the whole face, and I do have a black. However, just adding black isn't really going to cut it, because to deepen I would have used like a blue and a bit of red. Let's try it, why not? So we have the black shade, which is rich 10. We're going to use the tiniest bit because A little bit goes a long way with black in general, whether it's eyeshadow or whatever. And then I'm going to take medium 2N, and I'm just going to very gently, where's a brush? I'm going to take a tiny bit of the black, because we don't want all that, and just mix it in to this. You can see it's kind of made more of a grey, if anything. But it has kind of neutralized down a little bit, which is nice. Like this tiniest amount. I like this. I'm having a good time. Let me tell you, I'm having a terrible skin day as well. So this is this is a good sign. If you are extremely fair-skinned, this black might be a good option to have. I know it sounds really strange, but the black and the white to almost like add a grey tone to your foundation to mix it in. Okay, I'm gonna go on top with a little bit of my regular foundation anyway, because this is quite light, but look how nice that is on the skin. I'm gonna keep like the lighter shade in the middle, so I'm just taking my foundation and going around all the edges here. Sorry if the lighting's just changed, I just had to I had a light on, but I don't really think I needed. Okay, you know what, let's try a bit of a white one and just full on go under the eyes and see what happens, but like the tiniest amount, so we're just like adding a bit of light to it, so not using the white as the color white, but using it as a lightness. I'm just going to tuck it right into this corner of the eye here, and then just tap on the outside corner just to get, I have like a usual like patch of redness just there. You know what, I really like this. It's such a beautiful texture. If you have a dry skin, I think you're really going to like this, because on the full face, because it feels extremely comfortable. Even now I have foundation and I put concealer on my whole face, and it doesn't feel in any way heavy, suffocating, nothing like that. This is a beautiful concealer. I'm so impressed. I don't know what else to say. Even the white blended into the rest of the concealer looks undetectable. It is so subtle. Where's the powder? Should we try powder? If you are oilier and you like a tiny bit of a glow that isn't oily, I think this will be a really nice product for you as well. It'll be really interesting to see people using this concealer without putting loads of powder under the eye, because it's so hydrating. I really think it would last a lot longer without creasing than most concealers. But that's just a guess. I really like this. This is a really beautiful concealer. I'm very happy. I will do a wear test off this concealer under the eyes, and I'll put it in right here. Okay, I'm having a bit of a run around because I've only just put on the concealer. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning. No, it's not. I'll put the timestamp here of what it is. Not timestamp, time. So I have the concealer on just under the eyes today. I want to see if it creases. I want to see if it does anything. I don't really have a crazy day. I'm doing like a video editing. I'm just about to go and pick up my dogs from getting their haircut. Yeah, so nothing crazy, just like, you know, office life. But this is how it looks in the morning. Nice and smooth, looks like skin. I'm absolutely loving it. It just looks like real skin. Okay, so it has only been about 15 minutes, but you can see everything's still good. I think everything still looks uncreasy. These are just like the lines under my eyes. There's no like physical product sitting it. Yeah, so it still looks kind of like, it still looks bright, but you still can't see product. And I think that's what's a little bit confusing about going to test this, is I think I'm just gonna have to watch how bright my eyes are and aren't, you know, because it's undetectable if you do a little layer. Okay, so it is a good few hours later. Now, I don't know if you can see this, but I was in such a rush when I first started filming to go and collect my dogs that I forgot to mention, this side of my face, I actually did a little bit of eye cream underneath the eye, and this side I didn't. And I don't know if you can see how dry this side looks. I don't know if you can see how like dry this side, oh, you can't really see it. But in comparison, by the way, it's like hours later. I totally forgot. I was like, got so involved in my editing. It's quite dry around the eye, and it's almost kind of, it looks dry of course. It looks like obvious makeup, whereas this side is actually still quite smooth, because you really can't see it on camera. I wish it was more obvious. It looks quite smooth. It's still on, and it looks still like skin. Oh, I really wish you could. 1 second. Can you see? No, this is a terrible camera. But this side looks quite dry. This side still looks nice. It's about 4 hours later now. Been going for a good while, but it still looks fine on this eye. It's still brighter than, you know, my under eyes are, and I don't really see any like slippage or much creasing. So I think maybe it is good that it's a little bit drier. However, I would hydrate under the eyes to make sure it doesn't look dry. But so far, this has lasted a really long time. I haven't like tapped under the eye, completely forgot about my face while I've been working. So yeah, it's good so far. Okay, so this is the best lighting I could find in my bathroom. It's kind of gone. It's another hour later and it's kind of gone. I did do a really light layer though. Yeah, you know what? I mean, it's been a good 5 hours, 5 hours, and I think it's lasted, for the length of time I've had it on, it lasted a good long time. And my under eyes are still a bit bright. They're just a bit dry looking, both of them now. Yeah, I would still use it again. I think I would build the coverage up a little bit more, but it's definitely still there. Just needs hydration is all. Okay, well, thank you so much for joining me. I love this concealer. I think I'm gonna try and get a shade that's a little bit darker. Actually, maybe even my skin tone. I would use this as a foundation. I think it's stunning. I'm very, very impressed. I expected it to be, I'll be completely honest with you, just a regular concealer and be like, yeah, it's fine. But no, this is really, really beautiful. I really like it. I'm really, really happy I bought it. Okay, thank you so much for joining me. I would love to know your opinions below. Do give this video a thumbs up right now. Just all you have to do is scroll and subscribe, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye.